Hi everyone and welcome to the latest video. We've got Jed from Balboa Water Group with us today. Hi Jed.
Hi John, how you doing?
Very well, thanks. And thanks for coming and joining us in this little video we're doing with you guys today. The point of the video today was to go through the sort of spar pack configuration and explain the sort of big diagram on the back of the lid.
Okay.
And run through what this means and how you can apply it to setting up the spar pack.
Okay, so firstly it's a question that I get asked a lot. And I think it's fair to say it can be quite a daunting diagram to have a look, especially if you don't know kind of what you're looking at. So hopefully a few tips will kind of help you read it today.
I suppose just to reiterate, this is really to work in conjunction with the tech sheet, which is available to download on the website against the correct spar pack, and also on Balboa's brand spanking new website.
Yeah, we've got a new website, which is exciting. But yes, you're not going to get all the information from the diagrams. A lot more information in the manuals that you might need, so it's always worth having. Moving away from the diagram to begin with, I think the easiest thing to look at is your configuration table. And this configuration table will basically tell you what configuration you need to be in to run the amount of pumps that you have on the tub. So obviously you're looking at if you've got a circulation pump, what speed your pump 1, pump 2, pump 3. We've got ones that do pump 4 on blowers. It'll also tell you if you need an expandable, what expandable do you need. So it's very, very useful to be able to read this.
I think by the time you've got to this point, you've already kind of chosen the right spar pack, and then it's just a case of understanding which of the configs you're needing to set this pack up into.
If you're doing a swap, the tub will come with the spar pack in the right configuration. If you're getting a new one, it's more than likely going to be in the first configuration, which may not be the right configuration for you. So it's important to know what the configuration of the tub is, how many pumps it's got, and then which configuration you need to change it to. And it's very easy. Obviously, it's got setup numbers. That's the configuration number. And then you just go down the table, circ pump, pump 1, pump 2, pump 3.
Do I have a circ pump, yes or no?
Yes
no,
or no,
I don't.
yeah.
Okay, we're now looking at ones that say none.
Yep.
Do I have pump 1, is it a 2-speed?
Exactly that.
Yes.
So once you figure that out, very straightforward to be able to read. Then down here, you can see these two tables here. These are your dip switches, and it's basically the little bank of switches that you have on our PCBs.
At the top left here in the spar pack.
This will tell you where the switches need to be on or off. Okay. Again, going back to the manual will give you a bit more information of some of them and what they mean, and whether they need to be on or off. It will also give you different scenarios, i.e. if it's a 32 amp system, or if it's a 16 amp system, they'll know.
So these are like a further setup past the config, aren't they? So
yes.
This tells the whole system as to what the lay of the land is in terms of pumps and blowers, and then this is a bit of a further dive into, amperage rules.
Yeah, so it's more like a software.
Yeah.
This is hardware, this is software.
That's a good way to
So this will, again, like you said, special amperage rules, or running pumps with the heater staying on, going into test mode.
Yeah. In fact, actually, we had a customer just the other day who'd got it all set up, and then they was complaining that that they couldn't get the second speed of the pump to work. And at first glance, they thought there was an issue with the pack, but actually, once we went through it with them, we could soon realise that they had one of these dip switch settings wrong, and so it was basically not allowing the second P to come on because it was going past its amp rule. So once we changed that setting, it works.
And from a technician point of view, if you could go down kind of a rabbit hole of, okay, the pump, the second speed of the pump's not working, you're going down the pump, you're looking at the capacitors, you're looking at the pack itself, and you might waste so much time checking different things if you haven't just done your step 1 and checked your dip switches are correct.
And I think obviously once you've done this a few times, if you're an engineer, you don't need the tech sheet and you can just refer straight to the pack, which is why this is here, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's there as a quick guide.
Yeah.
So if you're on site, you can take the lid off and have some information about that PCB there.
It also shows you as well, doesn't it, where to plug your auxiliary topside in, or your main panel, or your...
Yes, it will tell you where to plug everything in, from your pumps, your auxiliary panels, your ozonators, your circ pumps, where the heater connection goes, where your top side goes. So yeah, it will give you all the information here. It will also give you the differences between a one phase and a three phase. So it will tell you exactly where you need to put your connection wires.
Also your fuses as well, I've noticed. You've got, obviously, if you've got a blown fuse and you need to talk to someone,
exactly,
you can
that.
identify the fuse and the fuse number and the size.
Yeah, exactly. It tells you exactly where the fuses are, what the rating of the fuse is. So again, if you, like you say, if you need to swap them out, you know exactly what you need to be looking for.
Yeah. Fantastic. That's really helpful. Cool. Thanks for everyone for watching, and if you've got any questions, please do get in touch, and we'll see what we can do. Thanks very much, Jed, for taking the time to explain that.
No problem.